Oh yeah, look at this. Charging failed. Oh, no way. It's done it again. 30 kilowatts. What is this? This is the worst charging station I've seen in my life. Looks like I'm... I was about to say, looks like I'm not having surges anymore, but boom, there is one.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the French Connection, and today we're going to be using my personal Mustang Mach E 2022 extended range premium model of the Mach E. We're going to be recording the part 2 of the Tesla versus CCS charging race. So yeah, the CCS part today. We're going to be driving from here, Cochrane, Alberta to Swift Current. The car is all ready, tires pressure is good, the car is warmed up, but I mean it's 20 degrees in my garage. It's 3 degrees outside, same temperature as when we started with the Model X, so that's perfect. Let's take a look at the trip and how the Mustang wants me to do it.
Alright, so it looks like we have, so the trip is here. From here to Swift Current and back, makes all sense here. 4 charging stop. 2 hours and 20 minutes. And it looks like I'll be charging in Medicine Hat, Swift Current, Medicine Hat, and here when on the way back. Don't know the name of that place, but I'll be charging here probably. So as I mentioned at the end of the video, of the first part, ideally I want to go to the Petro-Canada charging stations because they're the only one that can provide me the max charging speed for the Mach E. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I agree with that. Nothing else to say. I mean, yeah, the weather is going to be good. It's going to be sunny later. Temperature between 2 to 15 degrees. So it's pretty much the same. We're super lucky, but I mean, I looked at the weather to plan this second trip. Pretty much the same as for the Model X. The car is already in eco mode. The tire pressure's been checked. So it's all in the most efficient mode. So yeah, Whisper, all good. Let's hit the road.
Ready to sail into the wind, heading west to find my reason, longing for something greater than this.
And you join me halfway through the first leg, a bit further actually. We've driven 190 kilometers, another 141 kilometers to the charger, 56% state of charge. And it says here that we will be arriving with 15% at the charger. Consumption is 4.5 kilometers per kilowatt hour. Everything is looking good. Okay, something you don't have to do in a Tesla is use an app called PlugShare to make sure that the chargers are actually working. So I'm going to go here on the Petro-Canada and Medicine Hat that we will be using. Oh, 10. That is pretty good. 10 on 10 on PlugShare. That's pretty rare for a Petro-Canada. And it looks like both are available for now, but I mean, we'll be arriving in an hour, so that is not relevant, but at least it looks like they're working. Good.
Ready to sail into the wind, heading west to find my reason.
Okay, we're 11 kilometers from the charger, 18% state of charge, good. And I'm looking at the battery numbers here. So the coolest part of the battery, the coolest cell, is at 13 degrees, and the warmest one is at 21 degrees. So overall it's like 17 degrees Celsius for the battery temperature, which seems really low. So we'll see. I'm not expecting good charge like I should have. I should have like, 150 kilowatt when I'm going to plug, but I'm expecting less than that because of the battery temperature. So we'll see. I need to mention that there's been an update for that, and apparently the update is going to allow the car to precondition the battery like 20 kilometers from the charger. That's what I've read. If you use the navigation system of the car, which I am doing. The charger is set here as the arrival point in 9 kilometers, but my car is not updating for whatever reason. I've been to the dealership and they say, oh, well, we can't do anything. Ford needs to allow your car to update or anything, something like that. I mean, so anyway, so I'm waiting for the updates. They're not coming, so I have no preconditioning. So that's gonna be a problem for the winter because right now it's 4 or 5 degrees outside. So yeah, and there is no battery care. As you can see, the car used only 1% of the energy since we left home to take care of the battery. And yeah, it shows, it's cold. So we'll see how it goes at the charger, but I don't think we're gonna have great speed. Okay.
Out into the great wide open.
Okay. Here we are at the Petro-Canada charging location with 2 chargers, and it looks like no one's here. Perfect. So there's a good chance I'm gonna be able to charge. I'm going to use the first one and hopefully it's going to work right away. Okay. All right. Park. Let's take a look at the numbers here. So we have driven 330 kilometers and the consumption is 4.3 kilometers per kilowatt hour, 3 hours of driving. Yeah, perfect. So let's go on the app. Plug. Yeah, the battery is cold, so we'll see how it goes. Petro-Canada EV, charge, Apple Pay, confirm and pay, authorizing. Oops. Oh, something went wrong. How surprising. Oh, it's back to authorizing. Oh, payment declined. Oh my God. Okay, let's try something else. Confirm and pay. Payment declined. What? I can't pay. Holy crap. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna try with my wallet. Please make sure your vehicle is plugged in. Communicating with vehicle. Authorized. Initiating. Oh, so looks like it's free. That's why you wouldn't take my payment. What a good surprise. I was scared for a minute because at first I'm like, okay, maybe it's my credit card, but then I tried my wife's credit card. Don't tell her that. Oh, fast charging. Look at that. How much do we have? Oh, but look at this, 39 kilowatts, 40 kilowatts. Well, I'm not surprised because the battery is cold. I'm gonna wait a bit. I don't know if it's the charger or the battery. I would think it's the battery, because it's cold. So it's probably gonna warm up and then the speed's gonna increase. Okay, well, that's not good. It's gonna take forever at that speed. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it charged for a bit, see if it warms up the battery and the speed ramps up, and I need to go to the washroom. Okay, it's ramping up a bit, so I guess it's the battery was cold gating, like I mentioned. And I guess as it's warming up, we're gonna see better speed. So 85 kilowatts, 80, 83, 86. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, battery must be warm now. Give me the juice, give me the juice. 124 kilowatts. Okay, good. I'll go to the washroom. Just came back. The car is still taking 108 kilowatts, still charging well. Yep, 108 kilowatts, and I looked at the battery numbers, so I forgot what they are. I need to rearrange my app because it's a mess. But the battery is warming up. There you go. Minimum temp is now 23 degrees Celsius and max temp is 32 degrees Celsius. So that's good. That's why we have a bit more speed. Perfect. So yeah, 107 right now. Good. We'll wait until we reach, I think we need 70%. I forgot 77, I think. Oh, I think it changed. After that, he was asking me charge vehicle. Sorry, it cut here when I used it connected to CarPlay. So yeah, charge vehicle to 86%. How long is the next leg? It's 220 kilometers, 230. Yeah, and it says I'll arrive there with 23%. No, so I'm just gonna go. I think I'll go to 80% anyway if it charges well here, because with Petro-Canada, you never know. So I think I'll do that. Yeah, 80%. I should still be charging around 75 kilowatts, up to 80%. So, and then yeah, drive to Swift Current. We're still taking 76 kilowatts. So that's standard for the Mach E at that state of charge. We're at 66%. It's going to hold 75, 76 kilowatts until 80%. So that's what we'll do. We'll stay here until 80%. Another, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not sure. Guess what I'm going to do in the meantime? Oh yeah. Okay, 76% here. Still taking 76 kilowatts, which makes sense. It's gonna stay around there until 80%. It just recalculated the trip here. Now it thinks I can go. I'll be arriving at the charger with 16%. I don't know what that number is because it doesn't move, Swift Current, but whatever, that's the one I'm gonna use. So I could then plug and go, but you know, I'm having good speed up to 80%, so I'm gonna stay here, go to 80% because in Swift Current, it looks like the chargers are working well, but there is only two. So if I arrive there, one of them is actually not working and the other one is taken by a car or anything. So you never know. I'm having decent speed here. I might have to go to a 50 kilowatt charger there. You never know with the CCS chargers. So it makes sense to stay up to 80%. See, I'm already at 77% anyway, and then we'll hit the road. All right, 80%. As you can see, the speed is slowing down. We're at 40 kilowatts now. It says I'll be arriving with 19% there. So I know it's a bit more than needed, and we stayed 41 minutes. We took 61.4 kilowatt hour. And look at that, charging total $0. Great, so stop. I will unplug. The charging curve is kind of flat on the Mach E. It's not like the Model X. The Model X, I would never have stayed up to 80% if I don't need to. And plus, in the Model X, you know that the next charger is going to work. With a CCS car, you're not 100% sure, so sometimes taking an extra buffer is not a stupid decision. All right, let's hit the road towards Swift Current. What a beautiful name, is it?
I'm on the move, out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come.
Okay, we just pull out of the highway to go to the charger, the Petro-Canada charging location. Okay, so it's available. And it says, I'm gonna take charger 1 because I looked online and it looks like it's the only one working. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm not even gonna use the app because it must be free like it was in Medicine Hat, so I just have to plug in basically. All right, let's try. Let's take a look at the stat. We arrived with 20%. And let's take a picture of the stat here. 228 kilometers driven on that leg, 4.2 kilometers per kilowatt hour for the efficiency. And total 553.5 and 4.2 kilometers per kilowatt hour as well since we left home. All right, let's give it a shot. Open the charging port. Touch to begin. CCS. Make sure vehicle is plugged. Okay. This is plugged. Communicating with vehicle. Please tap your card or phone to the reader below. Oh, okay, so this one is not free. All right, well, I'll have to stop the video. Authorizing, initiating, I like that noise. Why is it taking forever? I don't like that. Oh yeah, look at this. Charging failed. Had to do it, huh? Okay, well, let's try again. Please make sure vehicle is plugged in. Okay. Tap my phone, skip, initiating. Ooh! Surprise! It is actually working. 70. Okay, yeah, it's ramping up pretty quick, so let's take a look at the battery temperature. And we're at, okay, 23 degrees on average, 23 degrees Celsius, so it's better than earlier. 80 kilowatts. Okay, I guess, yeah. Cold gating again at 23 maybe? Maybe it's the charger. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, I really need to go to the washroom. I'll see you later. I've been charging for 9 minutes now and it's still charging at 81 kilowatts. So definitely a charger problem. Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's still the fastest charger in the area. All the other ones are 50 kilowatts. I guess I could try charger 2 here, but I mean, all the last reviews were indicating that this one's the only one working. So I don't want to be changing and then someone else arrives, take the one charger that is working, right? So 81 kilowatts, you know, the Mustang after 40%, 45% is only going to take 80 to 75 kilowatts anyway. So it's not like I'm going to lose a lot of time. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to lose a bit of time, but not that much, like I mentioned. It looks like I need to leave at 75% here. We're at 39% right now. And I'll be arriving at Petro-Canada, the one I charged this morning, where I charged this morning in Medicine Hat with 11%. I am receiving 82 kilowatts from the charger, and that's 80 kilowatts going into the battery. I'm having good charging speed for the car, even if the charger was derated initially, but now I'm having maximum charging speed anyway. So, you know, my thinking is I'll just stay up to 80% like I've done in Medicine Hat. And then I should arrive in Medicine Hat with 15-16%. So yeah, I like that. And I'm gonna have a slight headwind now, I think. Let me check the weather here. North, northeast. Oh, I might have a slight tailwind, but yeah, anyway, I'll go to 80%. Doesn't make sense to leave before. I wouldn't save time, really. And then we'll be driving to Medicine Hat. And I'll eat my traditional apple. No! There we go. 30 kilowatts. Ah! Yep, 31 here, 30. Sorry, pardon my French. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe there is no cable cooling. Could be the reason. I'm not sure. But yeah, derated to 30 kilowatts. Okay, I'm gonna try the other charger. I'm not staying here. 30 kilowatts, are you serious? Okay, let's try the charger number 2, which I'm sure is not gonna work. 30 kilowatts on a 200 kilowatts charger. Thank you, Petro-Canada. Huh? Up to your reputation. Make sure vehicle is plugged in. Communicating with vehicle. Authorized. Initiating. Okay, we're charging. Well, that's more than 30 kilowatts. Okay, well, yeah, at that state of charge, we're only gonna have like 80, 75 kilowatts. So that's looking good for now. All right, so charger 2 is definitely working for now, and good speed. 82 kilowatts. Okay, so we're back in business. Oh, no way. It's done it again. 30 kilowatts. Yeah, the problem is, I think it's a heat problem. So I don't know, the cables must be getting, or the dispenser, I don't know, must be getting hot. So after giving you normal speed normal, decent speed for 15 minutes, I got 18 minutes, so maybe 17, let's say 17 minutes at normal speed, at least for the Mustang at that state of charge. It slows down to 30 kilowatts. And I have to pay for this. $10 already. You know what? I'm thinking maybe if it's a heat problem, the other charger has cooled down a bit. So I need another, 15%. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try the other charger again. Oh boy. What you got to do with the CCS infrastructure. Can't believe this. Authorizing. Initiating. Okay, at least it's charging. Okay, let's see. 34 kilowatts, 42, 50. See, I told you, it's a heat problem. 84 kilowatts. Good, so yeah, I hope it's gonna hold for like 10 minutes. So I can, where is my trip overview? So I can reach, 7%. Okay, I don't know. It looks like I could go and I would arrive with 7%, but yeah, as long as I have 80 kilowatts, I'm gonna stay here up to 80%. Crazy, huh? All right, 80%. As you can see now, it's charging only at 40 kilowatts. But I've been able to have my 80% kind of quick, you know, in the end. Managed with my little trick to ping pong between the chargers. I managed to keep a decent rate of charge. So there might still be hope for the CCS car here. All right. Okay, 80%. We're gonna be driving to Medicine Hat. No problem, I'll have plenty of juice because, like I mentioned, I stayed a bit longer than I could have.
Climb to the top of a mountain, fly around the world over oceans, scrape out a living just for this feeling, alive and well, and I'm breathing. I'm on the move.
Okay, looks like I had some audio problem there. But basically, I'm talking about my next charging stop, which was supposed to be in Medicine Hat. And I was looking at the app in real time in PlugShare, and it was telling me that the Petro-Canada chargers in Medicine Hat were busy. So both units were being used. So I was thinking, okay, should I go there and wait? Or should I go to the previous charger? There is a 75 kilowatts charger just before Medicine Hat that I've never used, a kind of charger that I had never used before, tritium charger. I didn't even know the name, you'll see on the video. And I figured, okay, the reviews are not bad, so I'm gonna stop early, go to that tritium charger that can provide me 75 kilowatts instead of going to the Medicine Hat charger, the Petro-Canada, and wait for maybe an hour if there is two truck charging, like two Ford Lightning, like I've seen at the Petro-Canada in Medicine Hat. So I'm like, okay, let's take the exit as I'm doing just right now, and let's try that Tritium charger. And I should have the iPhone audio anytime soon, so you shouldn't see me now until the end of the video. I apologize for that. I didn't realize the audio was off.
Look at this. But anyway, you know, if he works, he works. Okay, so there is a 50 kilowatt here. So I assume this one is the 75 kilowatts. Okay, I'm gonna have to plug differently. Okay, let's do it. What is this? This is the worst charging station I've seen in my life. Oh boy, okay, let's try to plug in. Looks like it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I know the car is on. Okay, let's open here. Press button, connect CCS to your vehicle. Okay. Who is doing those chargers? I've never seen that before. Oh my god, it's impossible to plug it. Sam Wu. Please wait. Use app or tap your card below to authenticate. Okay, I'll try to tap my card. Okay, use app or tap your card below. Not accepted, pay differently. Okay, alright. Okay, 0 kilowatt hour. 0 kilowatt hour. Alright, okay, I guess I'm gonna unplug. Alright, this is plugged. Please wait, communicating with vehicle. Oh, is it fast charging now? 0.01 kilowatt hour. Oh, it's ramping up. Okay. Oh well. You know what? 70 kilowatt. Okay. Let's take a look inside. That was complicated to start the charge, but I'm charging. Let's see on the iPad. 70 kilowatt. Yeah, I guess it can only give 200 amps, so yeah, it's probably 40. Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. What? It went down to almost 0 kilowatt. It's back to 70. Oh boy. What kind of charger is that?
Looks like I'm... I was about to say, looks like I'm not having surges anymore, but boom, there is one. After that panic moment, you know, trying to plug the car, pay, start the charge, try to figure out what was going on with the surges on the charger. Now it's working decently. I'm at 72 kilowatts, 71 on the iPad, so 71 kilowatts going into the battery. I'm still seeing those surges, but anyway, the Petro-Canada chargers are still busy in Medicine Hat. So if I don't charge here, the best I can have is 50 kilowatts charger, like the floor co-op chargers. But in reality, I'll only have like 45, 46 kilowatts on those chargers. So despite the surges, it's still better to be here. To start the charge on those Tritium chargers, you cannot use your credit card. You have to use the app. It's called Evolution app, or you scan the QR code and it sends you on a website in which you enter your credit card informations, and then you click start the charge, and it worked. I'm having a decent charge actually, because like I mentioned, the max rate of charge at that state of charge in the Mach E, I'm at 57%, is 75 kilowatts anyway, so I'm having 72 right now. I'm gonna stay here, it's still better than the other chargers available in Medicine Hat. And then I'll charge the next stop is gonna be in, I always forget the name of that city, Kakaskis, recent. Siksika, sorry. Siksika. Okay, Petro-Canada Siksika, Ultrafa, go. Would you like close? I don't want to add chargers. It's 234 kilometers, so yeah. I'm having good speed now, so I'm just gonna stay here until 80% probably. Charge to Siksika, and then I should be able to go home. Okay, I want to show you again this beautiful charging station. Wow, I mean, look at this. What a beauty. There is, I guess that's the toilet. You pee against the cabinet. I don't know. Oh, there is some solar panels over there. I wonder if it's what powers the charging station here. That would be cool. But yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know the name of that place. Charging with my tritium surges. Great. But like I mentioned, the Petro-Canadas are busy. So that's my best option in the area if I want to avoid the 50 kilowatts chargers. 71 kilowatts. Boy, that's so slow. Okay, I'm tired of those surges anyway. We're at 77%. That's more than enough to go to Siksika. So I'm gonna go here and click on stop. Yeah, looks like it's working. All right. Let's take a look at the informations, at the data. So we took 41.9 kilowatt hour in 41 minutes. So that's not very good. It's an average speed of 60 kilowatt. So yeah, not very happy with that. Anyway, I was charging in Irvine in English, I guess you say Irvine. In the middle of nowhere. That was funny, like basically in a field. It's really a weird charging locations. Yeah, and it's not a very good charging experience. How surprising with a CCS charger because of those surges. I got my 75 kilowatt, but overall, the average charging speed was only 60 kilowatts because of those surges. So anyway, I'm gonna be driving now 230 kilometers to Siksika. It's a Petro-Canada charging location, and they have only one charger, which means someone is using it. I'm
Something greater than this, and I'm right with anticipation. Yeah,
Okay, so I just passed in front of the Petro-Canada station here in Medicine Hat, and it was full again because there was an Audi e-tron charging and Cochrane EV. So yeah, I think a good decision to stop just before Medicine Hat and charge at the at Irvine at the Tritium.
yeah, I have a good feeling, staring at the starry ceiling, a dream in my.
Okay, pulling in at the charger. It's free. I am lucky because, as I mentioned earlier, there is only one here. So I'm just hoping that it works now. Okay, oh, there is a level 2 charge. It's the first time I see that at the Petro-Canada. I'm sure it doesn't work. All right. Oh boy, okay. Doesn't mean it's gonna start. Let's check on the app. let's see, authorizing. It says plug in over there. Please make sure vehicle is plugged. All right. Communicating with vehicle, initiating. I like that sound. Let's take a look at the efficiency on the last leg. 2 hours and 10 minutes of driving, 4.2 kilometers per kilowatt hour. So that's kind of the average of the trip. Okay. All right, I'm having 81, 82 kilowatts. All right, well, I'm happy with that. Let's go to the washroom. To go home, I'll need to charge. Well, it's gonna be a quick charge. Cochrane, go. So 52%. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, got a sandwich at Subway. The car is charging well. I mean, the charge is working, but it was a bit slow. It started at 83 kilowatt. I have 84 kilowatts. I should have more. I should have started, I was at 18%, should have started at like 120, 124 kilowatts. So yeah, Petro-Canada chargers, right? Those BTC power units are shit. All right, I ate my sandwich, Rapido Presto. We're at 45%. I'm just gonna clean my windshield very quickly. There is a Ford Lightning waiting to charge. So you won't have to wait too long. See, that's the problem with the charging station. Why do you build only one charger? Doesn't make any sense. You know, Tesla, when they built a charging location, they built 4, 6, 8 chargers, right? I need another 4%. Gonna be quick. All right, I'm good. Well, I'm gonna unplug and I'll let you charge. Okay. Have a nice evening. All right, we're at 52%. We took 31 kilowatt hour. We spent 22 minutes. Let's unplug. Let's hit the road. Okie dokie.
Something greater than this, and I'm right with anticipation. Yeah, I have a good feeling.
All right, that's the end of the trip. Last leg, 142 kilometers with an average consumption of 4 kilometers per kilowatt hour. And total, we've driven 1,114 kilometers, 12 hours and 20 minutes, but that doesn't include the charging time, and a total average of 4.2 kilometers per kilowatt hours. So that's it. I will look at the numbers. I think we're pretty close to the time I needed to complete the trip with the Model X. That's going to be interesting. So I can't wait to look at the numbers and I'll do a conclusion and let you know. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's talk about the numbers now. It is a lot closer than I expected. So with the Mustang, we used a total of 273.3 kilowatt hours. So that's very close to the Model X, a bit more energy. The weather conditions was exactly the same. I've been super lucky. Like I mentioned in the video, I looked at the weather before deciding to go for this day with the Mustang to make sure it was kind of similar to what I had with the Model X. But yeah, sunny, calm winds, temperature were similar, I got 19 degrees in Swift Current. So that was really ideal for those 2 days to compare the cars. The charging is just insane. I double checked twice because I came up with the numbers and I'm like, what? I must have made a mistake somewhere. We spent exactly the same amount of time charging. This is just crazy. The difference is we had to stop 6 times with the Model X and we stopped only 4 times with the Mustang. So yeah, despite the fact that we had a lot of charging problems with the Mustang, the charging curve on the Model X is really bad. I mean, it's a car that's been built 7 years ago. So in terms of electric car, it's a different era 7 years ago. Everything goes so fast. So the charging curve for a car that is 7 years old I think is really good. But compared to the cars that we have nowadays, and even the Mustang, you know, the charging curve is not great. It's actually not very good if you compare it to the brand new cars. But it doesn't tapers as fast as the Model X at the end. So when you're at 70 to 80%, it charges almost twice as fast as the Model X. So that makes a difference here. So yeah, the time is count from the time I plug the car to the time I unplug and leave the station. So for example, for the Mustang, when I had to change charger twice in Swift Current, you know, go from the charger 1 to the charger 2 back to the charger 1 in Swift Current, I just took the time from the moment I plugged it the first time to the moment I unplugged the last time to go back to Medicine Hat. That's how I count the time for that. Yeah, so the numbers you're all waiting for, and it's crazy, but so we did the trip in 13 hours and 18 minutes with the Model X, and we actually did the trip a bit faster with the Mach E. We did it in 13 hours and 6 minutes, which sounds crazy. But like I mentioned, the fact that the charging curve tapers down really, really quick on the Model X and you end up at like 50 kilowatts at, I don't know, 60% or so. So it really doesn't help the car. So yeah, that seems crazy. But despite the fact that we had all the charging problems with the CCS car, it did the trip in a shorter amount of time. Now, I've been lucky because I never had to wait at the charging station, and I could have had to wait in Medicine Hat on the way back. But I looked at the app, PlugShare, and I saw that the chargers were busy, the Petro-Canada in Medicine Hat, and I decided to stop before that at the Tritium charger in Irvine. So that's what saved the day for the CCS car. Otherwise, I would have driven all the way to the end of the town in the Petro-Canada and be stuck because people were charging. So I would have probably driven back to downtown to charge at a flow charger at 50 kilowatts, and that would have been the end of it. So yeah, pretty lucky in the end. I had some charging problems, but all the chargers were actually charging, and I didn't have to wait for a charger. So that's what made the CCS car win, if we can say that, because for me, it's not really a win. If I had to do the trip right now, I would choose the Model X every day of the week over any CCS car. Even if it's going to be charging a bit slower than the brand new CCS car, I just know that with the Model X, I'm going to arrive at supercharger, I'm going to plug, it's going to charge, and I don't have to worry about moving the car around because the charging has been derated or has stopped. So it's just less anxiety, right? And remember, like I said, it's an old Tesla. It's an old electric car, like 2016. If I do the trip with, and I should do it actually, let me know down in the comment below if you want me to do it with like a brand new Tesla long-range Model Y or long-range Model 3, just to see what would be the difference. I'm sure I could do it almost an hour faster with the extra range initially, and then the charging speeds that are a lot better. I put some numbers here, interesting numbers. The coefficient of drag, which is really low on the Model X. So that's why, despite the car being a lot heavier, 200 kilograms heavier than the Mach E, it used less energy because of that coefficient of drag, more efficient. Yeah, I think that's about it. So if you have any questions, any comments, any remarks, post them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to subscribe and follow me on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description of the video. I'm Victorian, you're watching The French Connection. I'll see you next time.